Hey there, everyone. We are back with Carnival. So, as you know,
Mm.
personally, my favorite, all-time favorite song, one of all-time favorite, "She Shop the Notary,"
I knew it.
was,
I
yeah,
knew it.
absolutely. It still is. It's from Carnival, and that's why Carnival has a very special place. And we are listening to Mohomukti today from Carnival. So,
Hmm.
I'm very excited.
Hmm.
I have heard this multiple times, although I haven't divulged into the lyrics and all. Usually I do. This
Hmm.
time I haven't. So I want to enjoy it together.
Okay, let's begin then.
Let's do it. Three, two, one, play.
Very
It's
80s
a,
vibe.
it's a kind of song that you would play in your car and you'd enjoy it a lot. You know?
তোমার প্রতিমা অভিন্ন জেনেছি আত্মউদাস গন্তব্যে প্রসারিত স্মৃতি প্লাবিত হয়
70s vibe.
I love when he sings in falsetto.
হাসির ধ্বনি ধেয়ে আসে আসে বন্য বাতাসে জ্বলন্ত বিলাসী
How beautiful
Oh,
is that?
beautiful. Their music sensibility is just unique.
Listen to this part.
Beautiful drums. Aha. Oh, beautiful drums.
Top notch, top notch drums.
Oh, the bass is talking to me. The drums are talking to me.
Oof, oof, oof.
Oh, whew. This had wow moments, aha moments, you know. And if you actually try to go missing in the
Hmm.
song. You can go missing,
True.
like properly missing.
I,
Damn, damn.
I knew when we are gonna sit together, I knew that we are going to listen to this particular track, and I knew that you would reference Shishop Din Ratri because that's your all-time favorite track.
All time.
Um, what that track does to you, this track does to me, actually.
So I was gonna say, I'm sorry, I'm interrupting. I was saying that this is a track that you would enjoy listening in your car, but you shouldn't be listening this track in your car because the way it moves, my legs and my feet. If your feet is on the pedal, yeah, it's
Hazard,
gonna be
traffic hazard, yeah.
hazard. Um,
Yeah, absolutely. But man, their music has tendency to make you trip, literally.
absolutely, absolutely, it's
The
tripping.
oof, it's tripping, absolutely tripping.
It was intentionally made to, in a
Yep.
manner that would make you trip.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
the visuals as well.
Hmm.
Also, the visuals, I think, fits on the narrative as much as I understood it.
Hmm.
But yes, the whole beat, the whole signature.
True, true.
Oh, oh.
Oh,
The funny thing was that by the end of the track, excuse me, by the end of the track, every single instrument was affecting me differently. The
hmm.
drums were doing something else to me, while the electronic guitars, the riffs were, the bass, it was pulling me in different directions. I was being pulled in all directions by these instruments. It was so well done, so well done. And this, you know, if you're listening to this particular track, half listening, you know,
Hmm.
half listening while focused elsewhere, this is just another track where you enjoy music, you
Hmm.
know. But if you're listening, oh wow, you know what? Carnival's new track came out,
Hmm.
and you are listening that
Listening.
hey, what has Carnival done? Then they would do something to you,
Absolutely.
as it did. So you were saying that it has a similar effect on you the way it has on me
Hmm.
with Shisho Binatri. I don't have words to describe what it does to me, but can you describe in words what this does to you?
I literally cannot. When I played this song for the first time, I would first of all like to thank our viewers. I think some of you mentioned this track. Please let us know in the comments if you had referred to this track. But I recall that this track was shared by one of our viewers, and I um, just put it on my playlist. And I mean, this song does not have a lot of lyrics like Shishop Din Ratri, and yet it pulled me in to enjoy the instruments in this particular song. And as you said, it is one of those songs that you would definitely enjoy listening to at night time. I was actually just listening to this song on repeat mode during my jog, and while I was jogging, this song came on, and I literally had to stop and focus on the music because it was so lovely that I had to listen to it. And then it just kept on bugging in my head throughout the day. I kid you not. There is something there's something specific about their arrangement and mixing that literally bugs your head. I kid you not. I don't know what magic these guys create. It is beyond my understanding and rational. I simply cannot put it into word what it
This,
makes me feel.
this is what I was saying, right? It's very hard to put your finger on, but
Yeah.
the Carnival's music sensibility is something very, very unique,
Yeah.
where they play with your emotions. So, for
Mm.
example, again, we keep going back to Shisha Bin Ratri. The way it incites violence inside me,
Mm.
with when when the lead vocalist is crying
Mm.
out loud,
Mm.
right? And the instrumentals that is accompanying that
Oh,
crying out loud is, it pulls some strings, some weird strings, some, strings that you are hard pressed to name. And
absolutely.
similarly with this.
Yeah, absolutely. I was looking at the lyrics of this particular track. I couldn't get the full grasp of what this song is saying, but as far as I understood and just trying to really listen the musical part of this track, it felt like that they're probably talking about the contemplation of memory or self-awareness, maybe, or maybe some passage of time in the past. It seems because there are certain lines where you see the contrasting emotions that are depicted by the lead vocalist, and it was so wonderfully done. I mean, there are lines, for instance, like um, the howling at the night or in the dark. There are specific lines. I'm just roughly translating that, and he is literally emoting that particular bit in the song whenever he is moving into his falsetto, and it is so beautifully done. I felt that whoever the person is in this particular track is going through the extreme ends of emotions on the spectrum. So it feels like they're hallucinating to me, like I was
Mm-hmm.
while listening to this particular track. But yeah, it felt like hallucination to me through and through, just reading the lyrics and also listening to music.
I would like, if our viewers can maybe educate us on this
Hmm.
particular track, that would be very valuable. I also felt that it was about reconciliation with your past,
Hmm.
reconciliation with your memories, right?
Hmm.
But I think this goes deeper, and if someone can give us some background, some context, that would be super valuable.
Hmm. Absolutely, absolutely. But what a track, man! I would love to listen to this particular band all day long, all day long.
One thing that I want to mention, that this particular track, like Shisho Dinratri, like it, uh, this particular track would have been such a trip if we go to a concert
You
with
just said
crowd,
it. You just
with
said.
crowd.
You
So
just
so
said.
so you remember that we listened to a live version of Shisho
Shisha
Dinratri
Ratri. Hmm.
being sung in a concert, and I was saying while listening to the track that if I were there, I would have cried with joy. I would
Yeah,
have cried while listening to the track. The way that was performed, this track would lit fire.
absolutely. Absolutely. I was literally thinking the same thing. There are two bands, there are plenty, I mean, but there are two bands who I would love to listen to in a concert, and uh, one of them is definitely these guys, and the other one is Shonar Bangla Circus. I would love to experience their concert at some stage, but that's just a wish at the
Maybe
moment.
maybe maybe someday we'll look for a live performance in a concert for this particular track,
We should. We
and
should
and
dig it up.
experience it together.
We should dig it up. We should dig it up. I would be sold.
Yeah.
But anyways, thank you so much, whoever suggested this track. This is my current favorite at the moment. And do share your thoughts around this particular track, as well as Haris said, if you can share some context around it, it would be lovely for us. Thank you so much for enjoying with us, and we'll catch up on the next one. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye bye.